Hey guys, welcome. First live stream. I got on early. I got Dylan here. He's not sleeping, but he's relaxing. And Avery's sleeping. She's all wrapped up. I'm gonna take this phone here and I don't disturb her. Okay. So you can start sending in your questions whenever you're ready. And I'm gonna pull up the thing on this phone so that I don't have to use my finger. Why does it take? All right. Like, it takes a minute for this one to get connected to the Wi-Fi. All right, here we go. Nana Love. Okay, that's good. I'm going to back up a little bit so that I could use the end of this bed. Yeah, that's okay, okay. I'll do it like that. Love. Oh, you got a strong personality coming in around you. It could be an Aries or somebody who's knows natural born leader, knows how to get what they want. Could be somebody who's the boss of a company or holds a very high position. Could also be an authority figure that shows up. If you're not with anyone right now, this is the next person that would be coming in or the next person that you click with. This person enters and immediately anxiety starts to alleviate. You may feel very safe with this person and there's victory around the situation. No longer feeling like you're waiting on the sidelines, finally feeling like you're in the game. Working hard at the relationship, and it's surrounded by love. If you're currently with somebody, your current relationship can move forward and deepen. But if you're not with anyone, this would be like the next player that's coming in. And what did I do? There we go. Sister, how does he feel 2.5 months of no contact? Okay. Most of the time, he's not happy about it. Most of the time, he's feeling a little bit sorry for it or regretful. And then there are other times where he feels like he's standing his ground and that he's holding his own. He kind of goes back and forth, but usually he's not happy. He feels some regret for what has happened, but yet he hasn't stepped forward yet. I think he will. I think there's going to be communication coming in at some point. So RZ, how does the Waze feel after I deleted him? He's an Aries. Oh, Aries don't like to be deleted. I think that he's probably pretty pissed about it. Let's see. Yeah, almost kind of feeling as if his world was turned upside down. Like he's no longer in control. His world has been turned upside down and he's not happy about it. TD, how does the rest of the month look for me? Okay. It looks good. It looks busy. A lot going on. It looks like there's a lot going on with, there's a water sign. We know the water sign is here. Your Aries is going to show up. Things are going to be kind of crazy for the next couple of weeks. It also shows something going on around business or money. It could be a new opportunity. Things can be changing fast out of the blue. A relationship deepens or is built on solid ground. Three of Pentacles usually has something to do with work or money or a financial relationship. It doesn't have to be, but it usually is. And if this is all not enough, somebody from your past is going to return as well. Now, with someone from your past doesn't have to be an old love or an old flame. It could be somebody that you haven't seen since elementary school or something like that. But it looks like you're going to have a pretty busy month. Shital. When will the Capricorn call me? Today, tomorrow, or the day after? Okay. How soon do we get contact from the Capricorn? It could be around the 1st of the month. You may have to wait. It may not be until the 1st of the month. RZ, will always make a move towards me, and when? He will. He may make you wait a little bit, though. Yeah, you might have to wait until sometime in March. He wants to do what he can to sort of feel like he's more in control. He's not feeling very in control right now. RZ, what does Allie think about me? Has he moved on? Okay. There's somebody else around him, somebody else that may be interested in him. I don't feel like he's moved on yet totally. He feels happiness around you, but I think that he feels like things have kind of been back and forth between the two of you, and he's not so sure that he wants to continue with that. If you were really interested in him, I think, or if you're really serious, I would express your feelings, because I do think there's somebody else around him. I don't think he's totally moved on yet, though, but he could be on his way. Georgia Peach, what did RS think about our conversation last night? Okay. Okay, well, it shows that he either held back or he's feeling like it's stifling him. However, he does feel like he's got strength around him, and like the relationship between you and him is going to move forward. So he may be dealing with his own thoughts. It might have nothing to do with what you said or what was in the conversation, but he just may be feeling a little bit bound up and restricted right now. But overall, I think that things went well with the conversation. I think he feels strong around the situation, and I think things move forward. So whatever went on in that conversation ultimately was for the greater good of the relationship, although he may go through a moment where he's still working through his feelings and not sure how he feels. So you may have to give it a little bit of time. AJ, significant events for me for the rest of February. Somebody from your past is going to return. Now, somebody from your past returns. There's also a fire sign here. It could be the same person, or it could be two different people. Fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. You may even have a new opportunity to make money, a new job offer, or something that you can do in addition to what you normally do to make money. Feeling a little bit here like the world is at your feet and like you can breathe a sigh of relief. I think the rest of the month is going to look pretty good for you. Elantra. Will Marquis and I communicate in March? Yes, you definitely will. Communication actually picks up in March. Elantra, love. I've gone back up to the top. You've got transformation happening around love, and it happens out of the blue. It could be with a fire sign, a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. Feeling like finally your life is moving forward quickly, and you've got a lot of strength around you. Now, this could also be a Cancer and a Leo, or it could be life moves forward fast and there's strength. It also could be one or the other. You know, life moves forward quickly with a Leo, or you have a lot of strength with a relationship with a Cancer. But I think overall, you're going to have some options when it comes to love over the next couple of months. Miss me, love. Persevering. Like the lotus grows out of the mud. Persevering. Feeling like you're... there's a relationship around you. This usually has to do with work, money, finances that's built on solid ground. And this here could be focusing on a new business endeavor. You also have the soulmate relationship coming in that's going to move forward relatively quickly. If you're not with anyone right now, no longer feeling like you're sitting on the sidelines and that you're a wallflower, but moving forward towards the happy home with an earth sign, a Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo. Desiree, love. What's going on over there, miss? There is somebody around you that is really into you that you're not seeing. This card reminds me of, I was saying last night, if you ever watched Friends at the coffee shop, Gunther, who's in love with Rachel, she has no idea, but he's there, you know, and he's always like thinking in his head or mumbling things behind people's backs. Like it's that kind of thing. It's like the person is in plain sight, but you have not noticed them yet. This person is very strong, or they have a strong personality. They could be a Leo. There will be a soulmate connection around your next relationship, whether it's somebody new or if you're with somebody right now, your current relationship would move forward. If you're with someone right now, if you're not with anyone, this new person shows up. Now, the Four of Cups person, the Gunther person that you're not seeing, whether you're with somebody or not, they're still around. It still shows. You may be setting up boundaries when it comes to love, and you may be working hard at maintaining those boundaries, which I suggest. I think that that's a good thing. Love changes quickly, possibly overnight, and you're going to be feeling as if you have the world at your feet. So good times are ahead. Colleen, questions above. Okay, let me find it. Oh, there we go. My mom had an open heart valve replacement surgery Thursday. They said it went well. Now her kidneys are not doing good from not urinating enough, and there's fluid in her lungs. She was put on dialysis. Will she be okay? Okay, I'm going to ask the question, but I'm not thrilled with health questions because I'm not a doctor, and, you know, just take it with a grain of salt. I actually think that The kidney urinating thing is pretty normal. I think that that happens kind of frequently. All right, let's see. Will she be okay? My gut feeling says she's going to be fine, but let's see what the cards say. Okay, so according to the cards, you get your wish and she's going to be fine. Now, what I think is that there may be a little bit of a road ahead of you here. So it may not be the kind of thing where she jumps out of bed tomorrow and is back to herself. It could be a little bit of a long road, but I think ultimately she'll be okay. Yeah, well, fluid builds up in the lungs relatively quickly if you're laying around. I know that from a good friend of mine. Her mother had Alzheimer's, and she was constantly getting pneumonia because she was laying around. So she's been down for a while. That's common. And I think that the urinating and the kidney thing is relatively common too. But you know what? When you're dealing with it and it's personal to you, it's scary. It's very scary, but I do think that she's going to pull through this, and we will send her lots of positive energy and positive thinking. And my suggestion would be, and it's very simple, all that I would suggest for you to do would be either before you go to sleep at night or when you wake up in the morning or anytime you think about it. Just surround her in your mind's eye with a white light, a white healing light. Some people like white. I sometimes use blue because I feel like blue is very healing. And you can do this with anybody that's sick or recovering from something. It doesn't matter what. Recovering from an emotional wound, you can use it. The only thing that was suggested to me once was that if the person had some type of cancer, to not use a green light because green makes things grow. So keep that in mind. I think a blue light or a white light is fine. And positive thoughts. Anna, when will Christopher tell me what's bothering him and what is bothering him? Okay. Well, overall, it feels like the world is kind of coming down on him. He may be feeling as if he's got to leave something behind and he hasn't made a decision yet. And it doesn't look like he's going to be communicating soon with this card in reverse. With the Hermit in general would be like, I'm not sure what to say, so I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm going to take some time to myself. The Hermit in reverse is like negative. It's like, I'm not telling anybody because I don't want their 2 cents. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I'm going to withdraw and hide things from people because I don't want to hear what they have to say. So I think you're going to have some time to wait before he communicates about what's bothering him. But it feels like he's got the world coming down on him from all different ends. And he feels like he's tired of answering to people, or he's tired of explaining himself. So let's see how much time we have here. It could be a while. It could be a couple of weeks. Miss Ronnie, what to expect during the retrograde? For everybody, we all should expect people to be returning from the past or running into people from the past. There could be a little bit of turmoil around a soulmate-like relationship. And there could be, you may want to walk away from this person or end things. Now, it doesn't have to be a love relationship, but it's a soulmate relationship. It could be your best friend. It could be a mentor. Anything that ends under Mercury retrograde, if it's not the first end, it won't take. So, say for example, for argument's sake, you break up with your boyfriend, and this is the first breakup. You never broke up before. When Mercury goes direct, that's going to reverse itself and you get back together. Now, if you've been in a tumultuous relationship that keeps ending and you keep getting back together, and it keeps going through this cycle of extreme highs and extreme lows, if you break up under Mercury retrograde and it's not the first time, then it will end things. So I think that there's going to be some kind of nonsense happening around a soulmate-like relationship. It's not showing love, it's just showing soulmate. So it could be your piano teacher for the last 12 years, your trainer at the gym, your best friend. It can be just about anyone, but keep your eyes out for that. Ram, is Jalissa scared of me because of what happened? I think Jalissa is threatened by you in many different ways. Definitely. Absolutely. Oh, Colleen. We're sending you plenty of positive energy. And you know what? What you can do too is you can light white candles. And I personally like black candles better because I feel like they really absorb negativity. But sometimes people feel like that's working black magic. It isn't. But sometimes black candles are hard to find. You have to like go to Yankee Candle and get them. Because, or if you go to a craft store, you can get them. But you can just light white candles and think positive thoughts. There's a lot of energy behind candles. So funny when people are like, what do you like candles for? What do you think that does? Well, I don't know. Why do you put them on your birthday cake and blow them out? Same thing. Doesn't have to be your birthday to do it. Okay, where am I here? Malika, Michael's current feelings. He's feeling right now a little isolated, or he may be isolating himself because he's not sure of what to do. He seems very quiet. It looks like ultimately this fog kind of lifts around him and he moves forward. And it does show that between you and him, he cares about you a lot. He's very attracted to you, but sometimes he doesn't know what to do. He pulls back and he sort of hides. I think things are going to be okay. He feels very connected to you with the soulmate card, and he feels like the union of the hearts is coming up. It's coming up. If you guys aren't together, you should be reconnecting. If you are together, your relationship can move forward, but he may go through a moment where he either feels like he pulled back or he's a little isolated. Just don't worry about it because it'll blow over. Love, love. How would he feel if I contacted him? Uncertain. Uncertain. The Lover's card is in reverse. So it could be taken back, uncertain, not sure. He may not answer you right away. He may want to think about it or make you wait. I'm not sure what went on between the two of you, but it looks like he may take a minute. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Thank you. You guys are awesome too. And the moderators that work really hard. Malika. My high school friend got shot by police. Oh my God. And died. Why did I dream him blocking me behind his back this morning? I never dreamed before, and I found it weird because he's deceased. You know, very strange. Whenever dead people show up in my dreams, I always feel like they're trying to send a message. So if he was blocking you in your dream, I'm thinking that he is around you and he's protecting you. And that him blocking you from the police in the dream was just showing you protection because this is the way that he died. So in other words, like he's saying, I'm around you, I'm protecting, I'm getting chills. It's giving me chills. I'm around you and I'm protecting you. And he may be around you a lot and you might not always feel him. And this is him letting you know. Yeah, it's actually because he's deceased that he's showing up. Like, I feel like sometimes the spirit world get really frustrated with us because we don't always get it. So he could be around you, or he could, like they say things like scent. If he had a certain cologne, like my mom wore this perfume that her jewelry box still smells like it. But I was walking into a grocery store once and the woman in front of me had the perfume on. And as the door opened, you know, the automatic door opened, it's like it blew the scent at me and I knew it's like my mother was around. Scent is very strong. Music. They also communicate through music. So if his favorite artist was, I don't know, the Beatles, if you get into the car, turn on the car, and the Beatles are playing, that's him letting you know he's around. I feel like he wasn't getting the message through to you. So this was the best way. This was like the in-your-face way of trying to say, do you see? I'm here. I'm protecting you. I'm on your side. I'm getting chills. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yeah. And if you talk to him out loud, he probably will show up more. You'll start to notice it more. You might see his name on things or his initials, his birth date. That's another thing. I was driving down a road once and I just happened to notice on a mailbox 902. That was my grandmother's birthday. So things like that. He's definitely around you, protecting you. Shay, how will the conversation go when we talk? 'It's going to go slow at first. And one or both of you may not be prepared to hear what the other person has to say. But ultimately, I think that you guys end up on common ground. I think this may be a long conversation. It may go back and forth. There may be some strong words. But I think inevitably you guys land on common ground. And it ends up going well. Anne, will I have a baby in the near future? 33% chance. So with 33% chance, I would say that something would probably be happening towards the end of the year. Like you might not conceive until like October or November, and maybe the child is born next year. It's in the near future, but it's not that close. They got annoyed with me because I wasn't. Yeah. And friendship, I feel like, is a little bit easier sometimes to walk away from than some of the other relationships that we have to walk away from. But they get annoyed. Sepia, Michael's feelings for me today. He may be feeling like he put in a whole lot of hard work and didn't see a payoff. And then he's going to start to move forward, put in a little bit more effort. So it's like he may be feeling like he's stuck at a standstill or like he hasn't gotten anywhere, but he's going to start to work a little bit harder coming up. So I don't think you guys are speaking. If you're not speaking, he may be making the final decision to reach out finally. Because it looks like he's feeling a little bit stuck, or like, I put in so much effort, or I did for so long, I did this, and this, and I got nowhere. And then he kind of gave up a little bit. But now I think he's going to start to think about how he's going to come back, or when he's coming back, or how you guys can reconnect. Krista, Jay's current feelings for me. Like, he's got a wish around you, a wish that he either wants to be with you, he wants to see you, he's prepared to move things forward with you. He feels attracted to you. He feels like he's getting out of his own way and he's getting unstuck and he's moving forward. He feels love around you and passion around you. He feels good. He feels good. I don't see Malika's question yet, so I'll go back up to the top and then I'll come back down. Phantom. Love. Use your intuition when it comes to love. Your intuition coming up is going to start to get very strong, and you're going to not hold yourself back because you're going to trust it a little bit more. Moving forward, when it comes to love, you have a wish that comes true around an air sign, a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini, and there's magic around you. So you can really call in just about any kind of person that you want, so put it out into the universe. If you have nobody right now that you have your eye on, put out into the universe exactly what you want, because you have victory around love. So you can be as specific as, I want somebody who's 6'2", with green eyes, brown hair, muscles, whatever. Yeah, I want them to be a doctor, a lawyer, whatever. It doesn't make a difference. Whatever it is that you want, if there's no interest in your life right now, put that out into the universe. If there is, focus on what you want, because you're going to get it. Malika, since my deceased friend and the person I'm dealing with now, we all went to the same school, is he trying to warn me about Michael? Let's see. Is he trying to warn me about Michael? I'm only getting a 33% chance that he's warning you about Michael. He may have his feelings about Michael, but I think overall he's trying to let you know that in general he's around you, protecting you. And that just may be protection in general. I feel like sometimes, no matter who you are or no matter who your guides are, relationships, whether they're good, bad, or indifferent, we need to experience them. So I don't think that he could really protect you that much from him, unless he was doing something where he was physically hurting you, or, you know, like, listen, somebody could be an asshole, they could blow you off, they can lie to you, they can cheat and be an overall dirtbag, which I'm not saying that, I mean, some people are like that, but it's different when somebody is emotionally or physically hurting you. Like, that's where I think the spirit world needs to step in, more so than just, well, they got to figure this out on their own kind of thing. So I think he may have his ideas about Michael, but I think he's overall protecting you in general protection and watching over you. Hey, an itch? What happened? I think I'm up to sister. His birthday is coming up. How's he feeling? He's feeling a little unlucky. He feels like he's not getting his wishes fulfilled. He's feeling a little anxious about it. A little out of sorts, a little out of control. I mean, birthdays can make people feel like that. But some birthdays are harder than others. Krista, will he do anything about his feelings? I think communication is going to pick up. I think he's going to reach out to you. Something's going to start to give. Coming up, I would say over the next maybe 4 weeks or so. Relatively soon. Okay, I'm going back up to the top. Be wise. Will I have a committed relationship this year? Yeah, I think you will. I think you will. Lily donated through PayPal. How was E on Valentine's Day? He felt a little stuck on Valentine's Day and a little bit out of balance. I don't think all that much was going on around him on Valentine's Day. Oh God, as far back as I can go is woo-woo for general. I think I missed some people that were above that. All right, general for woo-woo. You got some money coming in. This is like a large sum of money. I mean, it's possible that this could be a tax refund, but regardless, this is a large sum of money that is coming in, and you have a wish around you. Put that out into the universe. A lot of happiness comes in. Maybe you get more money back than you expected in a tax return. There's celebration coming in around money for you over the next couple of weeks. Jay Allen. What does Amy want me to do? Is she still attracted? Okay. She's still attracted. She is attracted. She is attracted, and I think that she's looking for you to move things forward. You don't have to dive in head first. You could take things one day at a time, but I think that she wants a little bit more. I don't know if she wants to hang out more, get to know you more. It doesn't have to be crazy, but I think she's looking for more. L, general for this week. General for this week. You got somebody coming in here out of the blue like a bolt of lightning, and things moving forward for you quickly with the Chariot. This week is going to be, there could be a fated meeting, or a divine energy can step in and put you at the right place at the right time with a water sign, a Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer. It also looks like you may have some money flowing in this week, extra money that you weren't counting on. So money is a little bit freer this week. Overall, it looks like a good week for you coming up. What's the matter, Bobby? You need some water? He likes to have water in the morning. Let me get him some water. your morning water while I have my morning coffee? Yeah, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. All right, what time is it? Oh, I got a little bit of time. I feel like I'm on borrowed time here with these two. He's going to need to go OUT, and she's going to need to eat again. But I'll keep going for as long as I can until I start putting up a fuss. AJ, love for the remainder of the week. Of the week? The month, okay. Okay, love for the remainder of the month for AJ. Feeling like you made it to the top of the mountain, and then also feeling like you have choices. There's an Aries around you or a strong personality. You're going to be setting up boundaries and letting people know what you will and won't put up with. Somebody from your past comes back and wants to hook up, hang out. Somebody else may be coming in out of the blue, or this could be the person from the past. It could be two different people, but there looks like there's going to be a lot of choices around you when it comes to love over the next couple of weeks. All right, let's go back up to the top. And Ukriti, general, okay. General. You got somebody coming back from your past too. Got somebody coming back from the past. It doesn't have to be an old love. It could be a friend, but you may run into somebody you haven't seen in a while. And then it looks like you're working hard on something. This could be a new skill, something at work. You could be taking a new course, something like that you're working very hard on. And you may have a little anxiety around you coming up, and maybe feeling like you're stuck in the mud and that you haven't really moved forward over the last couple of months or the last year. But just take a deep breath, because I think that moving forward into the spring, things are going to pick up for you. Scorpio, how does S feel about me? How's S feeling? Coming in with an offering of love. So I don't know who this person is in relation to you, a friend, an interest, a co-worker, but an offering of love, which would mean this person thinks highly of you and cares for you very deeply. There's a wish around you and this person to put out into the universe exactly what you want, and you will get it. This person also finds you very attractive. So like I said, I don't know if this may just be a friend or somebody that you want to be friends with, but it doesn't make a difference. The person still likes you, is attracted to you, and has good feelings for you, or positive feelings for you. Oh, I'm going to do this one for Rita because I saw it and then it disappeared. When will Jay communicate? Okay. Yeah, like it disappeared in front of my eyes when I was scrolling before. You could hear from him the 1st of March, around the beginning of the year. The end of February, beginning of March. Fatima V, how does my Taurus feel? All right, how's the Taurus feeling? Taurus is stubborn. Okay. So right now the Taurus is feeling a little bit of anxiety around the situation and they're holding themselves back. But it's all going to change and they're going to unstick themselves, get out of their own way and come forward. Things start to move forward fast. They feel passionately for you. They feel that you're very spontaneous, carefree, fun to be around. They also have a wish around you and they're happy when they're with you. They may also feel very attracted to you and they feel like there's cause for celebration around the situation. They also like the fact that they think that you're independent. Julie, will I get a job after I graduate? You're going to get a job, 70% chance. So there may be a couple of weeks or a couple of months where things are not moving forward for you fast. You may get a little frustrated, but 70% chance. So you're going to get a job. Don't get frustrated or feel discouraged if it takes a little bit of time. L, does P have negative feelings towards me now that I have politely expressed that we shouldn't communicate anymore? He may have been a little bit taken back by it, but no, in a kind of a way, I think that he maybe feels a little bit of relief because I don't think he liked being in the middle like that. This is the guy that was playing mediator between you and the guy that's trying to set you up for something. I think that he's kind of relieved. I don't think he really liked being in that predicament. And it may be the kind of thing where he acts like he cares or he acts like it bothers him or he plays like he's a big shot in front of the other guy. But I think that he's really relieved that he doesn't have to do that. I think he felt like he was between a rock and a hard place. I love tarot. Will Jay Perez be the woman I have children with? Okay. 70% chance, yes. I think that there's a very high chance that you do have kids with her. Sue, Adam's next actions towards me, and is it soon? Yeah, it is relatively soon. I would say over the next couple of weeks, communication picks up, and he may want to see you. You may notice a change in him over the next couple of weeks, either wanting to talk more or even want to hang out more or get together. Or he may be talking a little bit more about the future. It's like he's got, like the wheels in his mind are turning. Nicole, does Marion love me and is he thinking of me? Okay. He definitely has feelings for you. I can't say he's head over heels in love with you, but he does care for you. And he does think about you quite frequently. A lot. Shay, does he talk bad about me to his friends? No, not at all. No. I mean, it's not to say he couldn't have said something bad about you if you guys had an argument or a fight or something. But I don't think that he talks bad about you in general. Okay, let's go back up. Mihak 503, reading for me in the Libra. Okay. Okay, so this is what popped out. Happiness after turmoil, or rebuilding after destruction, a new building after destroying the old building. So you guys may be moving forward very quickly with the Hangman in reverse and focused on your relationship. If you guys had a disaster in the past, you may be working on repairing it. You might be literally starting from ground zero and rebuilding the relationship moving forward. Auntie Charlie. Mel's next action towards me. Is he mad at me? Okay. Is he mad? He's not mad. It shows that he may be a little bit heartbroken. I don't know what you did to him, but he may be a little bit upset about things. But I do think he's going to try to either fix the situation, straighten out the situation, confront the situation. He may be looking to talk about things. Yeah, it looks like he's a little bit heartbroken and he's not happy. But it doesn't show that he's mad at you. He's like a little hurt. Well, I mean, good. You know, you walked away. Yeah, he's hurt. I mean, you gotta love these guys. You give them time, energy, effort. You're really great to them for a long time. The second you decide to walk away, it's all of a sudden like you did something wrong. You know, meanwhile, they've been jackasses for years. Good, he's gonna try to fix it. Krev, may I ask, will the issue with my siblings resolve and will our family reunite? I think so. I do think so. Let's see. See what the cards suggest. For Krev and the siblings. First card that pops out is the Sun. There's happiness to come. Yes, don't sweat it. You guys are going to reunite and reconcile. Shay, when will we communicate? And if will we communicate, and if so, when? You're going to communicate. Actually, this relationship looks like it's going to go through a transformation coming up with the Death card. Let's see how soon. It could be before the end of this winter. So it could you could be on the brink of a transformation around this situation. Talia, what are Brian's next actions towards me? He's undecided, but don't worry because divine intervention's got your back. So inevitably, I think he's going to start to pursue you. He may not be so sure of it right now. It may take him some time, but I think he's going to end up pursuing you. My stomach is growling. Jay, how was Caitlin's Valentine's Day? Was I on her mind? You were definitely on her mind. I don't think Valentine's Day was anything special because everything here is in reverse. So it's like Death is in reverse, Empress is in reverse, Star is in reverse. It's sort of like upside down. Either she didn't have anything to do or it was nothing special. It was nothing to write home about. It was not eventful. Afia, general love. Okay, you have a relationship coming in that's going to be built on solid ground. It could be with a Taurus, or it could be that the two of you have a very strong spiritual connection. Probably feel like you've known this person your whole life, even if you just met them yesterday. Use your intuition. You're onto something. You guys will be working hard at this relationship. It could be with an air sign. There's an air sign around you, a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini, and they're going to be feeling extremely passionately about you. You may be a little undecided, and maybe you that needs to make the decision. And you might be feeling like one day you may feel like you want to go for it. The next day you may feel like, I'm not really feeling it. You may be a little bit back and forth, but the other person's going to be sure. Adriana, is a relationship closer to enter my life? Okay. We have a relationship coming in here soon. I would say yes, over the next couple of months, something serious should be going on. Adriana, what will happen if I just ignore him? Okay, let's see. What will happen if I just ignore him? Well, if you just ignore him, you're going to see that you have other choices around you. He may get quiet for a minute because he's not going to be sure how to proceed. And then he shows back up and he works really hard. He starts to put a little bit more effort in because he feels like he could lose you. And ultimately, use your intuition. Happiness could surround the situation. So it may be the kind of thing where he needs to kind of lose you a little bit before you guys can move forward. I would, ignoring him a little bit here and there, I don't think would be a bad idea. I would do that. Let's go back up to the top. What time is it? What time is it? I can't see. It's 10 o'clock. Okay. I got a few more minutes and then I got to go take a shower. Oh, Pixie is new. Okay, I'll make sure that I get one in for Pixie. I think I did all the super chats, so let me just go back up to the top, see where I'm at. But I'll make sure I get Pixie in. I don't think I've answered for Tarot Lover. If he would contact me, what would M say right now? Oh, if he were to contact you, what would he say? Okay, let's see. what would he say? That he's undecided, he's not sure what to do, but that he's either sorry or wants to fix things. There's some regret. He feels a little bit of regret. He's not sure how to proceed, but his intentions would be to fix things, whatever that means to you. That's what comes up in the cards. Thea, what's Linford's current feelings towards me? We haven't been in communication for days. Okay. Moderators, you can get your questions in. And then I'm going to tell you what time I'm going to be on later today. Let me think about it for a sec. Okay, Linford doesn't really care for you guys not talking. It kind of makes him feel a little bit anxious, but it looks like he's holding his ground right now with not coming forward. I think he's going to give it a little bit of time. The way that he's feeling right now is that you're very smart and that maybe you outsmart him. And the Empress is here, so you know what that means. Love, abundance, money. Be careful if you don't want children when the Empress shows up. But overall, I do think that he cares for you very deeply, and I think that you guys are going to straighten this out. I don't care that you didn't talk for a couple of days. I think it's going to blow over. I want to get one in for Pixie. My ex is in Aries. We broke up and his phone is turned off. Does he still have my mobile numbers? Yes, he does. And don't even worry about that. Let me just pull some cards because that will prove it. And then I'm going to give you my spiel. Yes, he's going to be in contact. Don't worry about it. So I know it's like a big deal, and I've even gone through this myself several times over, I don't know, since we've had cell phones, where somebody, for whatever reason, has either their phone shut off, they get a new number, something happens. And you feel very insecure when you think that there is no way to reach them. However, cell phones work through Wi-Fi, even if you don't have a phone number. So, like, in other words, if you don't pay your phone bill and the phone gets shut off, like this phone here that I'm using, you can't text me on it, you can't call me on it, but I can still connect to the internet. So, don't worry about it because there are a million ways that this person can get in touch with you. So just keep that in mind. You don't have to wait for nights and weekends. You don't have to wait for the rates to go down. They can find a way to get in touch with you and you can still contact them. Don't worry about it. In this day and age, communication is simple. What? I know, you got to go out. You got to give me a couple of minutes. I'm almost done. You should see the look on his face. Lisa, we've been broken up for 8 months. We haven't spoken in 14 weeks. He told me number 8 and number 3 is important. So 8 months we broke up, and what are you doing? You trying to take that blanket off? Don't take the blanket off of her. What's going to happen? Okay, so the first thing that I would suggest, Dylan, quiet, is to stop focusing on how much time you haven't been in contact, because focusing on that makes more. Anything you focus on and give energy to, it's going to expand it. So you want to focus on what you want to happen, not what you don't want to happen. And I'm going to pull the cards and see what they say. Okay, the month of March should be significant because it's the 3rd month, and let's see what's going to happen. I also feel like when the spring comes in, it kind of like burns off a lot of the fog that we may be dealing with. So I think that the spring is a good time anyway for most people. Okay, what's going to happen with the ex of the past 8 months? Okay, there's going to be a delay. So I can't tell you that this is going to happen overnight because the 10 of Cups is in reverse. But the Ten of Cups is one of the best cards to get no matter how it shows up. So eventually you guys get back to where you should be when this card shows up. It just may take time. Doesn't mean that you can't hear from him. It just means that you may not get to where you're going right away. So it shows that the relationship you guys had was built on solid ground. Whatever reason why he walked away, he doesn't know. So whatever broke you guys up, he doesn't even really feel connected to that reason. It's like he walked away and had no idea why. He may have given you a reason, but it's not like legit. It's like almost like maybe he had a little bit of a breakdown, you know, like I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know where my life is going, and I'm just gonna start over. But this all changes quickly with the Eight of Wands. I don't know, is he an Aries? You have an Aries here. Now, if neither one of you is an Aries and neither one of you has a strong personality, if you're both kind of like, my personality I don't feel is very strong. I feel like I'm a little bit more easygoing, compassionate, laid back. You know, I'm not a real like, I have to get what I want kind of person. So if neither one of you are like that, your reconnection could be happening when the sun moves into Aries, which is around March 20th, 21st. So you may be onto something with that March date. And then the death card shows up, which is a transformation. The relationship will be transforming. It's going to take hard work. Don't kid yourself. It's not going to be an easy road, but you guys will be focused on getting back to where you were. It's going to take time. Now, the Pisces is here in the fish in the cup. So there is a chance that you're onto something with the month of March. You may start to hear from him when the sun moves into Pisces. You may be on the road to getting back to where you want to be once the sun moves into Aries. Use your intuition. Use your intuition and do not worry. Don't worry. Don't focus on time. Don't think about anything negative. Just focus on what you want from this situation and how you can move it forward. Because I think that you're onto something with the March thing. But definitely let go of the time, because the more you count the days, and we all do it. We all do it because it's like you want to hear from the person, right? You want to contact them. The more time it builds, the more resistance it builds. You know, it's like, I haven't heard from him in 3 days. I haven't heard from him in 5 days. Like, it's building more time. So try to just like let go of that. Okay, I did all the super chats. I will do the moderators. Is P with another woman romantically and avoiding S since Valentine's Day, and thus avoiding S since Valentine's Day. All right, let's see. Is P with another woman romantically? No. The Six of Wands is in reverse. No. What I think that Valentine's Day does, and I think a lot of holidays do this, also birthdays, if somebody is not ready to acknowledge the other person, they sometimes run away because they don't want to have to deal with it, because they don't know what to do. They don't know, should I acknowledge it? Then what does that make me? Does that make me involved? You know, it's like, that's why these holidays are just, it's just so fucking annoying for everybody, because most people, like, if you're married and this is your husband and he knows he's got to stop and bring you home flowers, it's one thing. But if you're kind of like talking, kind of seeing each other, if you're kind of getting there, it really puts pressure and makes things awkward, because the other person doesn't know what to do. And 9 times out of 10, they run away from it because they don't know what to do and they don't want to do the wrong thing. And I think running away from it makes matters 10 times worse, but they do it because they don't know what to do. Brandy, what does spirit guides want me to know? Okay. What do the spirit guides want Brandy to know about her spiritual enlightenment? I think you're on a great path. One card just flew out, so we got to read that one. Okay. 5 of air, an unwise choice. Learn what you can from the situation. Review everyone's motives. Archangel Raziel, the magician. Beautiful. You are ready. You have the resources and the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. The 9 of earth. Enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. Beautiful. Shemaya Camille, I've seen this question pop up and I haven't answered it in the last few live streams. Let me answer it before I go. Would I be more successful as an OBGYN or a recording artist? Okay. I'm thinking an OBGYN. That to me feels like you're calling, but let's have a look. Yeah, I would say OBGYN. Dylan, give me 2 seconds and I'll be right with you, buddy. Mel, I'm afraid of this next spiritual journey and career change that lies ahead of me. Will I make the right decisions? I think you do. I think that you do. First of all, I think that there's a huge transformation coming in around you just in general this year. I think overall you do make wise decisions. I think there may be moments where you feel like a little bit let down or like you just haven't made it to the top of the mountain. But I think overall, and when you look back on it, you'll be okay with the choices that you made and you'll be like, it was just part of the journey. I'm okay, I made it. I think that things are going to be good for you this year. Okay, so I have to take a shower. I'm meeting friends at 12 o'clock because we're going to go for a walk. It's supposed to be nice today. So let's say I should be able to be back on, let's say between 2 and 2:30. 2 and 2:30 for the next live. And if anybody wants to do privates, you can email me and send them, and I will try to get them done before the next live. If not, I'll have them done sometime later on today. All right, guys, thank you very much, and I will see you guys at between 2 and 2:30. I should be back on. All right, bye-bye.